So then we got the epic Brian Shapiro cope. Oh, man.
My phone was blowing up. People saying that Joe Rogan was talking shit about me. He had Andrew Wilson in studio. If you don't know who Andrew Wilson is, I've debated him like 4 or 5 times. He's the fake Christian.
$20. Myron commented on her post. Check it out. Oh, really? Did he? So somebody send me the post in the DM quick.
Alcoholic, chain-smoking buffoon. And all he cares about is debating people and claiming he wins every debate. Complete imbecile. I debated his wife about maybe six months ago.
And Joe Rogan and me were laughing about it. Woman, bring me a beer and a pack of smokes, woman. Do it.
About feminism. By the way, a topic that I've never even discussed with anyone.
But definitely took money to go do a debate about it.
Let alone debated. And long story short,
you lost.
Rachel asked me to debate her on feminism like 10 months ago. I immediately told her no. And the main reason being, I talk about the news of the day and the news of the week. I've never talked about feminism before, so I told her no. And then several months later, I'm offered money, travel expenses, and all that other stuff. And my manager happened to be brought up not too far from where the debate was, so I agreed to do it.
She looks so disappointed with Brian, by the way. She looks so disappointed with him.
And I knew that I was going to be the enemy. I was going to be the bad guy, and I didn't really care.
All right, hang on. Apparently, I want to read what Myron said to Z here. What do we got? Hang on, I'm pulling it up. Myron said, he said, behavior from this female once again. Myron. All right, back to this. Sorry.
So apparently, when Joe Rogan said hello to Andrew and Rachel Wilson in studio, Joe Rogan brought up this debate that I did with Rachel, called
it's true.
me the weird guy wearing the weird hat or something.
He said worse than that.
Something like that, according to Rachel Wilson. And this is how the conversation started when Joe Rogan interviewed.
Actually, what he said, because he really likes Rachel. Who doesn't, right? Everybody loves Rachel. He said, I saw your debate with that creepy, weird little guy. I saw your debate with that creepy little weirdo guy. Good job. What the hell was wrong with that guy? What the hell was wrong with him?
Andrew Wilson.
You were telling me just before we came in here that I can't believe you posted. You had seen Rachel debate that guy, Brian.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And you had watched the thrashing, which I was telling you, I was in the front row when that happened.
Yeah.
And that guy was just beyond upset. You know, everybody was stressing him.
Let me stop Andrew right there before we...
You know you wish you had my job. You know you wish you had it so bad.
I get to Joe Rogan. I wasn't beyond upset at all. I'm a passionate person. I don't like the Wilsons. I've been very clear and honest on that way before this debate. But I wasn't upset.
He was big mad. Okay? He was super mad. Especially when I took everybody out to dinner and wouldn't take him.
At all about anything that happened other than one thing. I received a lot of death threats after the debate. That upset me, as I think that would upset anybody, because death threats are not cool no matter who is doing it.
Yeah, disavow that too. Don't, you're not doing the Crucible any favors if you ever send a death threat to opposition. You'll get banned from the channel for life if we find out about it. You will be banned forever.
That's the only thing that I was upset about. You think I give two about what the cuckables think about whether I won or lost a debate, or whether Joe Rogan, Mr. Meathead, thinks whether I won or lost a debate. I don't give a shit.
Mr. Meathead. I was gonna get your take on that. Like, what did you think after you had watched that? Did you feel bad for that guy? Or?
No.
No.
No, I never feel bad for someone.
No. He goes, no, not at all. By the way, just so you know, Joe is funny as shit. Like, behind the scenes, he's funny as shit. Super nice guy, very, very, very down to earth. Okay. So anyway, he's super mad about it, right? But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch gears because he put out the little Cope video. And I want you to see his stream from today. It's the funniest shit. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Hang on, I'll pull it up. But yeah, Joe, he really is. He's hilarious. And I was taking a leak and I was coming out. You're walking in the hallway. He had some choice words for what he called aggressive leftist debaters. He was not particularly happy with any of them. The best part about this is he kept saying that you were debating him this week, all week, and then you go on Joe Rogan, LMAO. I don't know if that was a planned bit or troll maxing. No. Okay, I'll tell you the story. So Shapiro contacts me, and he's like, I'm tired of the drama. Why don't we, like, have peace, I was like, all right. Okay. Like, if you want a truce, because Crucible hasn't been covering this guy at all. You know what I mean? He's not worth covering. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. No problem. I'm paraphrasing. There was more to it than that, but not much more to it. So there's a truce between myself and Brian Shapiro. Can you believe it? A truce. Then I get contacted by a gentleman. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but I get contacted by a gentleman. He says, "Hey, Andrew, how you doing?" He says, "I just debated with Brian Shapiro." And I was like, "Oh, yeah? How'd that go?" He was like, "Oh, it went good." He's like, "But that guy was talking mad shit about you and your wife. Talking mad shit about you and your wife." What? So the guy broke the truce in like 24 hours. He broke the truce. Not very nice, Brian. Not very happy about that. Now, I didn't tell Brian that the truce was broken because, well, he didn't need to know that I knew that. But there was going to be payback for that. You break the truce, payback's a bitch. Now he's scrambling all over the place, whining and crying because the mean smoky man, Joe Rogan, was mean to him on the podcast. You shouldn't have did what you done, and you shouldn't have done what you did. By the way, this guy's been DMing me and saying that he's going to join Sarah's lawsuit against me. Just all kinds of shit. He's a nutcase. The guy is a literally certified nutcase. DMs me almost every day with some new rash of shit, crazy nonsense, bonkers garbage. Basically every day this guy DMs me. Let's watch some of his stream from today because it's really funny.
People saying, "Hey, did you know that Joe Rogan was talking about you on his show?" I said, "No, I didn't." And I was thinking to myself when I had heard that, I'm like, geez, I wonder what he was talking about. Was he talking about one of my Piers Morgan appearances?
Nope.
Did his producer grab a clip from my show? I'm thinking of viral
Nope.
moments. Was he talking about my interaction with Nick Shirley?
Nope.
I had no idea, right? Because I don't watch Joe Rogan. I think maybe in like 10 years, I've watched maybe 15 minutes of his content. And the reason for that is I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's entertaining. I think he's a meathead. I don't think he's very intelligent. And I think he spreads misinformation. I've never been a Joe Rogan fan. I've never liked Joe Rogan.
DMs you every day. What the yeah, bro. This guy sends me DMs every day about me, about my wife, just every day almost. Now, it's like not every single day, but it's so close to every day, it might as well be every day.
I never will. And then one person texted me back when I said, well, what was he talking about? And he said, oh, well, Andrew Wilson was on his show again.
Have you tried showing Brian your spear? Ew, gross.
So then I said, oh, okay, that explains it. Brian derangement syndrome.
You got to pay for what you did. Can we get comics of the DMs?
My understanding
That's a good idea.
of what happened was Joe Rogan had watched my debate with Rachel Wilson. And when Rachel and Andrew never had a job in media before, Andrew's never had a job in media before. I've been working in media for like 25 years. And I'm not even saying this in a way to say, oh, well, I'm better than you. No, I'm giving context to what I do for a living, which is very different. Rachel doesn't even have a job, I don't think. She just goats people to debate her on.
No, she's a best-selling author, Brian. I have to buy the gun money. Okay, I have to. Have to. Hang on a second. 1 second here. All right.
The one topic she's capable of doing, which is feminism. What a pathetic ideology, by
Joe watched Rachel's debate. Joe watches a lot of our debates, guys. I mean, he said that publicly on it. I'm not giving away any inside info there. He's literally said that on his podcast multiple times that I've been on there. And he said to me the first time I was on there, he's like, you're a really great debater, and I enjoy watching your debates. So,
the way. And Andrew does the same thing, and he teaches people how to win debates. So that's the opposite of anything that I've ever done for work in media. So I wanted to make that very clear and give people a little bit of context. All right. So this is the part now where Joe Rogan calls me a misogynist. Watch this.
that, everybody was everybody is.
He was just ill-informed. He's calling me a misogynist because there were multiple times in the debate I told Rachel to make a sandwich. Now, under normal circumstances, that would be a very misogynist thing to say. Why did I say that? It has been a running joke for months before that debate started. I said, pretend like I'm Andrew Wilson, your husband, and make me a sandwich. Why would I say that? Because I've always called Andrew a misogynist pig, because they don't want women to vote. They don't want women in powerful positions, refuses to even be a friend of a woman. He doesn't respect.
Boy, he really stopped Rogan at a very unfortunate spot right there, didn't he? Because Rogan just looks like he's totally skeptical of everything Brian is saying right now.
Women. So in the context of make me a sandwich, Andrew Wilson, in my opinion, is the misogynist. But you see, somebody like Joe Rogan will call me a misogynist without having any context as to even why I said that. The whole reason why I said that, and to the whole cuckable crew, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of cultist cuckables that say Brian's a misogynist. But if they actually looked at the context as to why I told Andrew to make a sandwich, it is in the context of making fun of her husband, who I believe is a misogynist. But of course, Joe Rogan didn't know that because he's a meathead.
Because he's a meathead.
You were telling me I was just beyond. Everybody is stressed bad for that guy.
Debate or just communicate.
I didn't go on social media saying I destroyed everybody in that debate. right? I didn't
That's because you couldn't, because you lost your ass.
analyze it. I didn't do AI videos. That's what they do. It's really strange. They're very insecure people. They always have to claim victory. They always have to persuade people how great they are. Rachel Wilson always has to go on social media and tell people how hot she thinks her husband is. Yeah, he's very hot.
I bet Brian wishes that some woman somewhere would go on social media to tell the world how hot he is, but there isn't one that exists.
You know, it's very odd and it's very strange. So what Joe Rogan is describing, which to me is laughable, is the person that he's talking to. Is there anybody out there that wouldn't agree with me that Andrew Wilson is an extremely insecure guy that has a tremendous ego and thinks he's far more important than he actually is? Is there anybody out there, even some of his fans probably wouldn't disagree with that statement? I don't care what his fans think about me. I think it's
Even some of his fans would disagree. I don't care what his fans think.
funny. I think the guy's obsessed with me. I think Andrew and Rachel have literally Brian derangement syndrome. The fact that Andrew couldn't help himself but bring up my name. Yes, he did say Brian. He didn't just say that guy. He said Brian. The fact that I'm on his mind 24/7. The guy's made like 4 or 5 cartoons about me. That's not normal behavior. Or the fact that Rachel Wilson blocks me on social media, but continues to talk about me on social media. These people have Brian derangement syndrome.
No, you don't even have to make commentary.
Now, I wouldn't expect anything different from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a guy, in my personal opinion,
Uh-oh. Brian. Uh-oh.
like Andrew Wilson, and I think the reason why they both get along is because they're both very insecure people.
Oh, Joe Rogan's insecure too. You mean the world famous comedian who just had all of Hollywood pissed off at him because he signed an $82 million Spotify deal? At least that's what they claimed. And is like in ridiculously good shape and is an MMA fighter, is insecure. If only he was wearing a Brian Shapiro hat. Perhaps then he would feel safer and more secure. I find it harder and harder to believe he's a real person. He really is. Man, he believes all this shit, I'm telling you. He believes all of it. Didn't Shapiro get cucked in Vegas by a certain vegetable recently? I have this rant on while working on my car, and it's hilarious with the audio alone. Dude, it's so funny just by itself. You don't. Hang on. I'm getting some intel here. Okay.
Joe Rogan spends his life in the gym. Why? Because Joe Rogan is 5 feet tall. Do you notice a lot of these gym rats that are in the gym 24/7, these beefcake guys that are diesel, they're usually 5 feet tall. Why is that? Because they're trying to make up for other physical inequalities that they have. Joe Rogan's a really short guy. So, Mr. Muscle Man, Mr. UFC guy. I've never considered Joe Rogan to be a very intelligent person. Listen, there's a lot of people that I disagree with.
Joe Rogan would not just rip this guy to pieces physically, right? The guy is insanely strong. Like every time I see Joe, he comes over and we do the handshake and I go in for a bro hug and he does the full bear hug. Like, what's up, man? The dude is strong as a bear. Strong as an ox, that guy. You would not want to tangle with Joe Rogan. He would rip your ass in half. But there's another problem. He's way smarter than people give him credit for. He's a real sharp guy. And he would rip Brian to pieces verbally, intellectually, and physically. I mean, he would never waste his time with a guy like Brian Shapiro, let's be real. But if he did, it still wouldn't go well for Bryshap.